Hi everyone, and let's get into the international greeting as usual. Hola, aloha, ciao, salut, ni hao, namaste, ohayo, yagamashima, здравствуйте. And the other one is hello, Gersa Brunel, German, and assalamu alaikum, xin chao, and marhaban. Thank you everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Brunel, and Kiko Ate again, or should I say Kiko Ate again. They are still celebrating 20 years in the business, and this particular collection is called Into the Dark collection, and it is in conjunction with designer of Au Jour Le Jour, and they've got a selection of items: a face mask, a brush, a mirror, some nail varnishes, metallic lip colors, metallic eyeshadows, and also a few other tiny little bits, a small bag, and it is a pretty nice design. I do like, and I'm just going to give you a quick read. And by the way, I'll put the timeline in it at the bottom to let you know when the demo starts, so you can skip every all this intro and everything if you don't want to hear about this. These are the claims. Into the Dark, the 7th limited capsule collection to celebrate 20 years of Kiko Milano in collaboration with Vogue Italia, features Isabelle Au Jour Le Jour and its two founders, Mirko Fontana and Diego Marquez, as the protagonists who have interpreted this makeup trend by translating it into a truly original aesthetic code. And then it goes on and on. Au Jour Le Jour, transversal and refined and sophisticated and ultra-modern brand that stands out for its use of wallpaper motifs, animal prints, exclusive materials for this collection, and blah 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 blah. There's loads, but we won't go through that. So basically, it's still a celebration of 20 years of Kiko. I buy quite a lot of Kiko stuff, and I saw this collection and I thought, okay, well, we'll try these ones as well. And so what is my opinion? We're going to test these out, first impression, and then I'll let you know my thoughts at the end of it as to whether I feel personally, based on my usage of the items, whether it's worth you buying it or not. So let's get straight into the video. All right, we're going to get started. And I've already got some purple around my eyes, and it was from the Morphe palette, one of the Morphe palettes. So I've got it over my eyes, and you can just put any purple. I have no idea if this makeup look is even going to work at all. Anyway, the first item that we're going to try, and this is also clearly a first impression, is this one here, Into the Dark Eye Pencil. And this is in the color number 3, which is like a greeny, bluish type of shade. I'm terrible at describing colors. So we shall see. I'm going to try and tight line my eyes with it and see what the color payoff is like. Get ready. You're going to get to see my eyes. And they are red, and I am knackered, and I've also been my eyes have been irritated for some time, so that's why they're red. So let's see on the waterline if you get okay. So you can see there's a bit of green there. I have no idea. I've just made a mess of it, as you can see. Lovely, well done, Brunel. I always make a mess of things, especially the eyeliner, and especially on the waterline. So right off you can tell that you do have to go over it again and again to get some color payoff. Okay, so this is the eyeshadow, and the eyeshadow is in the shade number 3, which is like a silvery grey type, which I thought might go with the purple. So don't ask me why the bluish greeny one was included in there. I think I picked up the wrong shade. And as a swatch, it's quite thin. Yeah, so Into the Dark metallic eyeshadow. So I don't know what to think about this one. So look, we shall try it and see how easily it applies to the eye. Okay, So it's quite watery. I'm going to now see how quickly it dries. Okay, maybe, well, I have no idea whether we need to wait for this to dry first to see the effect. Pigmentation wise, not bad at all actually. So we'll see how, you know, how well it dries. I have no idea. Okay, so we're just going to wait a few minutes and then I'll let you know how long this takes before it actually dries. I think you do have to wait for it to dry whilst I do the other eye. In the meantime, hopefully this one will dry as well, and I'll give you some idea of how long it actually takes before it dries, and then how well it blends in once it's all dried up. Or if it's better to actually try and blend it in when it's wet, which I doubt very much, or whether to need to wait until it's completely dried up. So we'll see whilst I do this other eye. Okay, so we're just going to move on to the next next item, which is the mascara, which is retails at £7.90, and the claim is that it is extreme volume and curl enhancing mascara. I've got it in black, yeah, so we're going to try that one. Just to let you know, the eyeshadow itself takes about 2 minutes to actually dry properly. And I'm going to reserve my thoughts to the very end. So I've put foundation on and put some powder on and some blusher. I've not set everything in place yet, which is why everything looks a bit powdery. So yeah, so let's try this extreme volume. This is what the brush is like. I'm learning with this camera that if I get too close, it gets out of focus. So hopefully you can actually see. And it does bring out quite a lot of products, as you can see. So you really have to go through and rub that off. And I am terrible at putting mascara on. So we shall see. Moving my mirror there, which you can see to a white bit there. That's my mirror. And let's just try it from this end. One lady told me off. Don't do that. Look good. And start with your bottom lashes. Okay, I can't see a difference. Not bad. For me, the challenge is always how much of a mess I can make with my mascara. You'd think with big eyes that I'd have more to play with, huh? I do, but that still means I'm still clumsy as anything. So, but okay. All right, mascara. Not bad, actually. I think I like this mascara. Okay. Just trying for top lashes to see. Hopefully you'll be able to see the difference. Straight off, although it brings out a lot of product, but you have to scrape it off. It doesn't, no clamps. Really separates the lashes. Not done. Done. So yeah, and I think if you go over this with another coat, you'll see a massive difference. Yeah, absolutely. So there you have it. Okay, I like the mascara. Separates the lashes, and without making them more clumpy. Really nice, actually. Really good mascara. And here is the powder, and this is the packaging. I actually like the packaging. It's really nice, kind of mature but girly at the same time. Yes, there's flowers, but I think with the black makes a difference. Black in the background. So you've got the powder, which has also a mirror there, and you've got 3 different shades. And oh, I'm not too sure which shade to use there. I'm gonna try, if you see, I'm talking, let's try and give you a swatch of each different shade. And this is what it looks like. Very powdery. And that's the first one. And then you've also got this shade. Yeah, very powdery. Very pigmented, that one is. And then the final one, which is like the gold one. Okay, and if I was to mix them all together, let's see, makes a mess. That's why normally I'm not a fan of different shades mixed in, because you kind of make a mess. Look what's happened, straight off it's gone through there. And this basically comes up with this particular shade, and what it picks up most of is that shade here, the darker one. So really for me, I'm not usually a fan, and that color is not going to be one that's for me. And because it's shimmery, I can't really put it all over my face. So what I'm going to try and do is use a fan brush and then just lightly see if I can get 2 different color shades and then a gold at the top, and see if this makes any difference. Okay, there's a slight, you can see there, it's actually quite subtle. So if you want to use it as a highlighter instead, you can do so, but just be mindful, it is very powdery. Let's try and see if we can get, I better do the other side as well. Yeah, it's actually, I prefer it as a highlighter. This is actually not bad at all, actually. And the price for this one is, I'm just checking here, £14.90. In fact, you know what, as highlighters go from Kiko, this is actually the best one I've ever tried from them. Normally when it comes to highlighters and dark skin tones for Kiko, is now, my experience has been a no. So I'm just now going to try the gold on top and see. Yeah, you can see there. Definitely. Oh yeah. And a little bit on the nose. Not bad, not bad actually. I like the highlighter. I can see myself using this. Okay, and let's move on to the final stuff, which are the lipsticks. And let's just try the darker shade first, which is this one, and this is shade number 2. Voila. And these are also metallic lip shades. Ooh! It's got like a cold feeling. It's not tingly. This is opaque. Ooh! Wow, this is pigmented. This is really pigmented. And we're just going to go now for the next shade, which is number 1, and try that on the inner bit of the lips. Now that's what you call metallic. The formula dries really fast. Ah, now I've come across a problem. Almost as if you have to let it dry, but the problem is I want to create an ombre effect, and therefore if I allow it to dry, I won't be able to do so. What you can see here comes out really patchy. Here, all of that's come off. Here. So, you see what happens? So you see the shade there. See, it's coming off already. So you have to allow it to dry. So really, this is not going to be great for creating an ombre effect. Just one shade. Now this is a complete and utter mess. So we're going to have to get rid of this one and reapply it. Alright, so this is my face all finished and everything set in place. Now let's just try and be as quick as possible because this video has gone on for a lot longer than it ought to have. My apologies. Alright, and I'll give you the prices. So as I said before, the what would I actually recommend? Starting from the items that I tried first, the eyeshadow. For me, unfortunately, it's a no. And the reason why, and the eyeshadow, by the way, retails at £7.90. I was just checking the price there on my phone. £7.90. I would say it's a no. The reason for that is because this is meant to be a metallic eyeshadow. And for me, when I hear metallic, I expect high shine. I love the color itself, actually. I love the shade and it's fine. And I would have said, okay, if it was just a case of it's meant to be metallic, but it's not shiny enough, as you can see here. This doesn't scream metallic to me. This is very, very, it's a beautiful color shade. I love the color itself, but it doesn't scream metallic. The other problem I have with it is that once you've applied this after it's dried, for some reason, if you're applying eyeliner like I've applied, it kind of drags and bits of it start coming off, which is really, really weird. So it drags and makes it very difficult to apply eyeliner. That's the one that's actually made it a kind of a no, a definite no for me. If it was just a case of lack of shine, then I would have actually stuck with it because I love the color. But the difficulty in having to apply and reapply your eyeliner because bits keep coming off and it keeps dragging is an actual no for me. The next item that I actually tried was then, I think, was the eyeliner itself on the waterline. And the eyeliner pencil, that is. And I think that's £5.90. That one is on a sort of a yes or no. The no is because of the fact that you have to keep going and going and going in order to get the color payoff. However, once you've actually managed to get the color payoff, it stays put and it's actually a beautiful shade. I like that, and I find myself, I know for a fact that I will be reusing that pencil. So make up your own mind with that. Make up your own mind with everything, really. So it's up to you. I'm just giving you my opinion. The next item that we tried was the Shimmering face powder. That one, £14.90 is a yes for me. It kind of, you can actually make it more intense if you want. The only problem I have is I'm not a fan of different shades in one same application, but I can actually see myself using all three colors. But I think the brightest sort of orangey type of shade, that will have to be in moderation, that one here. But these two, I can easily find myself using it and doing like an ombre effect. And you can see it's kind of settled down. Hopefully it has. Everything gets emphasized with the lights and everything, but it's actually quite nice. It is sort of powdery, but it's very, very fine powder, and I would actually use this again. So yes, I'm happy with this one. Next shade I'm trying to remember was actually, I think, oh okay, the lipsticks. Now word of warning, every line will be emphasized, every line. These lipsticks are metallic, so clearly, and you can see the difference, that you can see definitely that they're meant to be metallic, and that shows with the shine, unlike the eyeshadows. The only problem I have is if you're expecting to do an ombre effect, don't, as you saw, bits started coming off. Once you apply it with just one particular shade, it's not too bad. But it is kind of uncomfortable. Even now, it's been a good 5 to 6 minutes since I actually applied this. And I'm very aware the top end of my lip feels really tight and uncomfortable, which I don't like. So for me, for that reason, I would say it's an actual no. Because it doesn't feel very comfortable at all. And because of the fact that you can't actually play with the shades, so you'll have to apply one particular shade and just leave it to dry. Otherwise, if you try and apply another one once it's still wet, it just gets all clogged up and cloggy and horrible, and bits of it come off of your lips. So that's my conclusion. As usual, make up your own mind as to whether you want to buy any of these or not. It is your money, spend it how you wish. I can only give you my honest review based on my experience of using these products. But it's a shame that it didn't all work, but Sometimes not everything works. Thank you for watching, and I will speak to you very soon. Bye for now.